It's time to discuss
You mean it?
a film that's close to your heart, I imagine.
You know, I have to say that it is.
Yes.
I have to say that it
Would you
is.
care to give a premise?
Well, would you like to review it?
I'd love to.
I'd like to review it too.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody
Would you like
knows
to
the
review?
storyline, right? Should we describe the storyline? You want to?
Well, you know, I think it's just Stranger Things Part 2, isn't it?
In a way.
You know, it really is. It kind of incorporates, you know, I say
Child
to myself,
disappears,
I
yeah.
say to myself, what a wonderful world. But you know, this movie is about a bunch of kids. It kind of stars in that Stephen King, who does a very fine job with young children.
He does a great job at doing
Stand
that.
By
Yes,
Me,
he does.
etc., etc. I thought this film was very well realized.
Mm-hmm.
I was most impressed with the visuals.
Yes.
It's a very visual film.
Very.
My only complaint with the film, if I may say, oh, forgive me, just for a moment. I just love doing this for just a bit. But my one complaint with the film, at certain particular times, I do note. Now, with horror films, ladies and gentlemen, may I please be frank with you for a moment?
Please do.
Strangers in the night, two lonely people. No, not
That's the
that
wrong Frank.
Not that Frank. I'm sorry. But, you know, one thing about horror films is that you have to have a build, a payoff, a build, a payoff. There are certain times within this film, more towards the end, and I must say it is towards the end.
Yes.
We are so slammed with
that.
constant visuals
I know.
that the horror now takes a bit of a dive. It just goes into plot development, and we do see our young children enacting together very brilliantly, I must say. I did notice that the F word was most consistently used.
Oh,
by
yeah,
these young
it's
children.
an R-rated film all the way.
Oh, I didn't notice R-rated.
Oh, yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, heard it.
Because the rule is you cannot use the F word more than once
More than
in a
once
PG-13 film.
Ah, yes, these young children.
Now, this movie is very, very
Look,
horrifying.
someone's calling you.
Oh, I can't answer the phone right now.
Well, who is that?
It's a friend of mine that I used to work with.
Well, tell him to blow it out his ass.
I left him a voicemail. He knows that he should not be calling me during the show.
Well, he doesn't know, obviously.
He probably didn't listen to the
No, he
voicemail.
probably didn't.
Continue your review.
All right, so the film is basically about these small children in the town of Derry.
Maine.
Which is up in Maine.
Yes.
Is there such a town?
No, I doubt it.
I doubt it, too. I
doubt
hope
it.
not.
It's
Otherwise, they'd have a lot to live down,
it's small
Mr.
town
King.
America in Maine, basically.
Jump and double jump, Mr. King. But it's true.
Yes.
These young children and people, I do like we go into a bit of the history of the town.
I like
We
that
see
too.
that there are massacres that have taken place.
We
every
learned that through one of the
27
kids
years,
who's
going
very-
back about a century or so.
Yes.
A lot of people have been destroyed, decimated, completely ravaged by the sin and debauchery of a specific character named as Pennywise.
The clown, the evil clown.
Yes, indeed. But, you know, I think he's really a nice guy at heart.
I'm
I
sure.
think he really has a kind soul.
He just has a few emotional
I
problems, I
think he has
guess.
some problems, yes. I think, oh, forgive me. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, those boogers won't pick themselves, you know.
No, that's true. I'm glad you're so attentive to them.
But, you know, I like the way this film progressed.
Mm-hmm.
We had the little fat boy, we had the little black boy, we had the little girl, little Amy Adams Jr.
Yeah, her name is Sophie Lillis.
Sophie's wondrous. I
She's
thought.
very good.
I thought she was quite good, but all the acting by the children in
They're
this
all
film
excellent.
was quite extraordinary.
They're all very good.
We really don't have any famous adults. do
No, famous adults? No, we don't.
we really don't.
Not
which
even. I mean,
liked.
we
I
have
like that.
we have Bill Skarsgård who plays
Nobody
Pennywise.
even knows who the hell he is.
Well, he's an up and comer, but he's of I don't want to say acting royalty,
I'm
but
an up and comer. No one knows me.
his brother is Alexander
Peter
Skarsgård.
Sarsgaard.
No, not Peter Sarsgaard. Peter Sarsgaard is no relation to the Skarsgård.
Oh, isn't he?
He's Sarsgaard. They are Skarsgård with a
Well,
K.
he's a Gyllenhaal.
Well, no,
married.
Peter
person.
Sarsgaard is
Married
married
to
to. He's
Maggie-
an American actor. He's a
Maggie
Maggie
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. This is
So Alexander, who was in The Legend
True
of
Blood.
Tarzan, a tremendously
that is
flashy-
this guy's brother,
Yes. Oh, I see.
Skarsgård, Alexander,
Oh, nice.
and their father is Stellan Skarsgård.
Do you like my hair?
I don't.
You don't
I
like
really don't like
well, I
it.
think it's just lovely.
I don't appreciate it.
And let me wrap it around
I think
my
you should
nose.
cut it off.
Oh, look, my nose. Now I can't talk properly.
Anyway, I agree with you, though. I thought it was very well done. It was
Beautifully
hell of a lot more intense than the miniseries, which I liked when I watched as a
The
kid.
miniseries. Just
I
throw
thought
that
Tim
away.
Curry was great
Flush
in that,
it, whoosh.
obviously.
I thought so too.
But
I
this
like
was
Mr.
pure
Jim Carrey.
horror at times. Some of those scares are really creepy. And
It was quite
this
creepy.
outfit and this performance by Bill as Pennywise is
wonderful.
just disgusting. Really
But I think
horrifying.
it's more of a CGI kind of performance, if I may
I
say.
don't think so. A lot of
I mean, it
practical
was all
makeup.
mask. I mean, who's going to wear a mask and trying to emanate a character through it?
I know. Who's going to do
That
that?
went right over his little head.
But he was working on that character for a long time. From
But
what
you
I
know,
was
he's
reading.
very, very good as the
He's
character,
good.
I must say. But
I don't remember the boy getting his arm bit off in the beginning in the miniseries. I don't remember being that
well,
graphic.
that was probably a little bit more so
But he
in doing
sanitized.
with the book itself.
But here, yeah, it was really bloody.
It was rather brutal.
Yeah, it was a
Little
cool
Georgie
scene.
Porgy pudding and pie.
I have one complaint in the film, and it's just that I thought it was too long.
It was
They
a bit
could have
long.
cut 20 minutes easy out of this movie.
Well, you know, the film was supposed to be 2 hours and 15 minutes long, and it
long.
only really ran for about 2 hours, and then it kind of just went straight to credits, you know?
I don't know about the running time, but it felt long. I know it was over 2 hours.
Okay, well, that's what she said to me. She
But
said it felt a little long,
Yeah.
and, you know, she was a little concerned about the girth and the depth.
Was she?
So, obviously, I have to make amends.
Yeah, you
and I
love
have to
touting.
apologize.
You love touting your assets.
Oh, yes, indeed. Do you like my hair?
Everybody asked me that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What was my answer last
I
time?
think your answer was, stick it up your ass,
Pretty much.
bozo! But anyway, listen, I don't want to scare anyone out there. If any of you are afraid or you've got other things to do, then please do them.
I really don't think
Go
you're
on,
that scary.
Keep on with you. Look at our audience tonight, my son.
Yes.
Oh, heavens. Oh, God, we're so ingratiate that you
Well,
hate
you know,
us so.
it's back to school night.
Don't
What
you
are you
love
gonna
that
do?
they hate us so?
They're back to school night, buddy.
They've got other things to do, man.
It's okay.
That's right, buddy. Okay, man. Oh, right.
So, any more thoughts on it?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you have a favorite
Let me
scene?
think about it for a moment. Yes, I think it's, I liked it very much.
I thought that
it wasn't
leper
a great film. I have to agree
was
with you. It's a
horrifying.
little too long for me. Do I want to go back and watch all this rubbish again?
No.
Probably not.
Honestly, I was saying to myself when I was watching it, I'll never watch this again.
I'll probably buy
one-time
the
view.
Blu-ray when it comes out. and
No, what are
I'll
you
sit
kidding?
there and
You'll buy the
perpetuate
4K
myself.
version after that,
Oh,
too.
I'll probably, I'll probably go and have my way with myself when I get it, because Pennywise did turn me on a little, if you know what I mean. But what?
Interesting.
But, well, fellow clowns, we have a tendency to do that to each
Yes.
other. But all in all, it was a well-made film. It did magnificently in the box office. Over the
It
past
did
week.
very
It
well.
$123
People are surprised at how well it did.
million. This film did $15 million on Thursday night
It was a big one.
before the Friday.
People were very excited for this movie.
People were very excited. And
Well, you know why, too?
word of
It's the first
the
real
underground
big...
buzz was buzzing.
It was, and it's probably the most prominent and anticipated Stephen King film adaptation.
In a long time.
It is. Even
Maybe
more so than The
since
Dark
Harry-
Tower, because The Dark Tower had a lot of...
Screw the Dark Tower!
I agree. Had a lot of bad press leading up
That
to it.
piece of garbage!
Fans weren't happy with the casting. This film had a lot of positive buzz because that first trailer, blew the doors off of all previous record holders for trailer releases. So this film was definitely anticipated like crazy. So
Absolutely.
and it lived up to it. Honestly, it lived up to the hype. It was a very good film. Just needed a little more editing, I thought.
I must point out to you people out there, my friends, my dear cohorts, you illustrious people who gather around your silly little monitors on a weekly basis to witness this horror that is Film Banter on Big Chat, no less. Hopefully some of you are seeing the produced show over on YouTube and you're getting the whole gist.
Yeah,
you're
as always,
getting it.
please watch this show on YouTube, guys.
You're
Please.
getting it. But
It's
I
so
must
much
say
better.
this. I must say this about
I keep
this.
telling everybody that.
I must say this about it, and that is the fact
I'm
that I
listening.
think that the film is a little more accepted, perhaps, because of the brilliance that is Stranger Things.
I definitely agree that
Stranger
there is a
Things,
connection.
I almost felt as though this could have been a nice sequel that just had a whole feeling. The very prominence of this film almost carried a very similar
Yes,
track
yes.
that Stranger Things kept right until the
No,
very
I agree with
end.
you there. That's a really good comparison.
Yes, it is.
You could
indeed.
also argue that maybe Stranger Things borrowed the narrative from the novel, which came a lot earlier. Put that tongue back in. Didn't your mother ever tell you to keep your tongue in your mouth when you're giving reviews of movies?
No, this is just for the ladies.
Oh. I'm sure that's
terribly
really,
sorry.
really going to make them take a number and get in line.
Well, there might be a deli line over there. If you'd like to go over and check it out, please do. But, that's my feeling about it. I think
I
the
agree.
Stranger Thing almost paved the way for the
It did.
acceptance of this kind of a film.
I can't find
It
it.
basically endears the endearing momentum of personalities amongst our young children and
Yeah.
how they interact to defeat a prominent beast
Mm-hmm.
in their lives.
Yes.
And I like this very much. I also like the sub-demon played by a young boy who is a very horrifying, I think his name is Henry.
Oh yeah,
Little H
he's
boy.
like the bully.
He's the bully.
Yeah,
and he's an
that
absconding
very-
rascal of all sorts.
Very good actor, plays
He
a,
was
a
brilliant.
hateful, evil character.
Hateful little bastard.
I wanted to kick him in the
I
face.
wanted to break his face
He
in.
sucked. Yeah.
But I
That
was
scene
most
where
impressed
he
with him.
pulls out the knife and carves something, I was
that
like,
was horrifying.
I can't believe he did that.
I liked even the fact that even his friends were horrified.
They didn't like him at
And
all.
then he's in target practice. He puts a little cat up,
Yeah, what a
up on the
sociopath
thing. I'm thinking, oh my God, they're
galore.
not going to show this poor little cat being emaciated.
I had to
by a
look
bullet.
something up that I read in the trivia yesterday on this film that I wanted to share. So do you know who was the other actor that was basically in the running to play Pennywise along with Bill Skarsgård?
I do not know.
Bill Skarsgård, I should say. It was Hugo Weaving.
Huh.
And the reason he
I
didn't...
think you would have been good.
Yeah, he didn't get the role because they said that he could do great menacing stuff, but he didn't bring the playfulness to the character that they wanted, which Bill Skarsgård
Well, that's all
provided.
direction, my son.
Yeah, I know, but they wanted a combo of both, and I guess he wasn't delivering that, according to the
If
trivia
only they had
on
asked me,
IMDb.
I would have been happy to do the role for them. And
Really?
that would have been perfect, if I may say.
I think he would have been a little too effeminate
Well, I don't think so.
think
because I can be very masculine when I want to be.
when you
And I
want
can
to
be
be.
terrifying also.
Okay.
But you know, that's just the varied incessant of my own succubus personality.
I agree.
So very well.
So,
let us
shall we move on?
We did like it.
We
It's
did.
a very nice little film. Possibly didn't like it as much as the Wondrous World did, but I still find it most attractive, and I find it worth
No,
watching.
I was very much into it. I'm looking forward to the sequel, which I'm sure they're going to do. And
Of course they are. This was chapter 1.
well, I'm just saying that for people that might have not seen
Oh,
the film.
yes.
But
Very
you know,
well.
the sequel will pick up with the adults, so that would be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be nice.
So anyway, so we're going to move on.